Hello and very welcome everyone to this session of the current affairs. Today we are going to learn the current affairs of 13th of January 2025. In today's session we are going to discuss the topics that had happened all over India and all around the world. We will see the type of things that we need to note down in our notebooks, and do keep your notebooks in your hand and your pen in your hand, and we will see and we will talk about them one by one. So let's start. So before we start, these are the topics I got covered for you in this session. So I have got international news, national news, state news, defense, science and technology, sports, important days, appointments and resignations. So we will talk about them one by one. Before we start, the images used in our slide deck are for educational purpose only. We respect the intellectual property rights of the original creators and owners of these images. If you're the owner of any of the images used in this deck and have any concerns or issues, please contact us at sathee@iitk.ac.in and we shall remove the images. So first news that we have with us is India's Jaishankar to join Trump's swearing-in ceremony. So Mr. S. Jaishankar, we all know, is the External Affairs Minister of India. And the swearing-in ceremony of Donald Trump is going to happen in January. So during that ceremony, who is going to visit that ceremony from India? So that would be Mr. S. Jaishankar. So Dr. S. Jaishankar, India's External Affairs Minister, will represent India at the swearing-in ceremony of President-elect Donald Trump on 20th January 2025. And we all know he's going to be the 47th president of USA. He was also the 45th. So the inauguration is a significant event as Trump will begin his second term as the 47th president of the US. Mr. Jaishankar visits marks an important diplomatic occasion, highlighting continued engagement between India and the US. Both countries are exploring avenues to strengthen their partnership. So do remember that India's Jaishankar to join Trump's swearing-in ceremony. Mount Ibu erupts in North Maluku, Indonesia. So Mount Ibu, situated in North Maluku, Indonesia, erupted on 11 January 2025. You can see in this photo. First of all, Indonesia. Indonesia is a country that you can find in the Southeast Asian region and recently also added into the BRICS countries. We read about it in the last sessions. And if we talk about Indonesia, so Indonesia is also known as the largest archipelago in the world. And major islands basically are formed because of the collision of the Indian plate with the Asian plate and Pacific plate. But major islands are formed because of the volcanic eruptions. And in that category, if we talk about, so one volcano is Mount Ibu, and that is particularly erupted recently on 11 January. So the eruption sent ash clouds up to 4,000 meters high and ejected glowing lava up to 2 kilometers from its crater. Crater is basically the opening of the volcano. From that particular crater, you can see the flowing of lava would be around at a distance of 2 kilometers. Authorities have issued warning and implemented safety measures for the public. The event underscores the need for ongoing monitoring and disaster preparedness in volcanic regions. So this is another kind of natural phenomena that occurs simultaneously over the period of time. And recently, this particular eruption occurred in Mount Ibu, that is in Indonesia. India joins UN's Big Data for Official Statistics Committee. So India has joined the United Nations Committee of Experts on Big Data and Data Science for Official Statistics, UNCEBD. This membership marks a significant step in the country's growing influence in global statistical framework. The committee focuses on exploring how big data and data science can be utilized to improve official statistics. The initiative aims to track sustainable development goals more effectively. So do remember that India has joined the UN's Big Data for Official Statistic Committee. United Nations basically founded on 24th of October 1945. And the founding of UN and United Nations, the credit goes to the force policemen. And those are the four countries basically who were the basic idea behind founding the United Nations. And United Nations replaced the League of Nations that was founded after the First World War. If we talk about the United Nations, so big data basically is a new type of system that they have introduced, and India has now joined it. And basically that will help for data science for official statistics all over the world. Piyush Goyal launches Bharat Clean Tech manufacturing platform. So Mr. Piyush Goyal, the Union Minister of Industries and Commerce, has launched the Bharat Clean Tech manufacturing platform. So Union Minister of Commerce and Industry, Mr. Piyush Goyal, launched the Bharat Clean Tech manufacturing platform during the Bharat Climate Forum 2025 in New Delhi. The initiative aims to strengthen India's clean tech value chains in key sectors such as solar, wind, hydrogen, and battery storage. The platform is expected to enhance collaboration, innovation, and financing in the clean energy sector. This move positions India as a global leader in sustainability. So do remember that Mr. Piyush Goyal has launched the Bharat Clean Tech Manufacturing platform recently. And this particular initiative will strengthen the India's key sectors which are working towards like solar energy, wind energy, hydrogen, and battery storage. And for this purpose, this clean tech manufacturing platform, Bharat Clean Tech Manufacturing Platform, has been launched. And this will be the platform is particularly there to provide financing, collaboration, innovation in the clean energy sector. So basically, to promote the clean energy, this Bharat Clean Tech Manufacturing Platform has been started. Centennial recognition for Srinagar Meteorology Center. So Union Minister Dr. Jitendra Singh announced the establishment of a regional meteorological center in Jammu. This announcement was made during a landmark event commemorating the 150th anniversary of the Indian Meteorological Department. So first of all, Indian Meteorological Department is the department that will provide the things and the data related to the weather phenomena that are occurring, or the atmospheric phenomena or weather phenomena occurring in our country. And do not confuse it with the research purpose of meteorology. No, it is not. Basically, it deals with the research purpose of weather and climate. So it is the 150th anniversary of Indian Meteorological Department, and a regional meteorological center was opened on this particular day in Jammu. The new center signifies a major step towards improving weather forecasting, disaster preparedness, and climate resilience in the Jammu and Kashmir region. The initiative aimed to enhance the region's capacity to respond to weather-related challenges. So do remember that centennial recognition for Srinagar Meteorology Center has been done, and this is the 150th anniversary of Indian Meteorological Department. Inroad project, enhancing natural rubber quality in India's northeast. Basically, we all know that rubber is basically a thing that you can find majorly in the region, in the areas like Karnataka, Kerala. And now India is working towards developing the natural rubber quality in northeast also. So for that purpose, Inroad project has been started. So the Inroad, that is Indian rubber, natural rubber operations for assisted development project, has been launched with a financial backing of 100 crore. This initiative aimed to enhance the quality of natural rubber produced in India's northeast. The project focuses on skill development for rubber growers and establishment of model infrastructure. Key players in the tire industries are supporting this initiative, demonstrating a unique collaboration between agriculture and manufacturing. So do remember that Inroad project is what? Basically, do remember the full form, that is Indian Natural Rubber Operations for Assisted Development. And this project is launched in the northeast region of India. And the total budget for this particular project is 100 crore. And all the particular tire making industries are also supporting this project. Kumbhwani FM channel launched for Mahakumbh 2025. So on January 10, 2025, Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Mr. Yogi Adityanath inaugurated Kumbhwani 103.5 megahertz, a dedicated FM channel by All India Radio. The channel aimed to enhance the Mahakumbh 2025 experience for attendees. The event was attended by Union Minister of State for Information and Broadcasting, Dr. L. Murugan, who participated online. The channel will provide important information and updates related to the Mahakumbh. So do remember that Kumbhwani FM channel launched for Mahakumbh 2025. Recently, we all know that Mahakumbh is going on and it will be there whole January and February. And if we talk about the Mahakumbh, particularly recently, the Uttar Pradesh government has also declared Mahakumbh as a temporary district in Uttar Pradesh. So do remember that as well. And now a Kumbhwani FM channel has been launched. The frequency is 103.5 megahertz, and you will get every information and update regarding the Mahakumbh on this channel. Adani's 75,000 crore boost for Chhattisgarh growth. So the Adani Group has announced a substantial investment of rupees 75,000 crore in Chhattisgarh. The investment focuses on expanding the group's energy and cement operations within the state. This development is expected to boost the local economy and create numerous job opportunities. The initiative underscores Adani's commitment to regional development and industrial growth. Do remember that the Chief Minister of Chhattisgarh is Mr. Vishnu Dev Sai. And Adani Group has particularly added 75,000 crore boost for Chhattisgarh's growth. DRDO Him Kavach, advancing cold weather military apparel. So let's read more about it. So the Defense Research and Development Organization has unveiled the Him Kavach multi-layer clothing system. This system is engineered to enhance the operational efficiency of military personnel in extreme cold conditions. If you will be added into the army, so some of the postings that you will get will be in Siachen Glacier and in the Srinagar regions, and there the temperature is below zero and up to minus 10 degree, 20 degree, 30 degree. So to combat those conditions, basically the DRDO has started, or DRDO has particularly unveiled the Him Kavach multi-layered clothing system that will help the soldiers and officers in combating those conditions. The innovative apparel has successfully completed user trials. It demonstrates effectiveness in temperature ranging from plus 20 degrees Celsius to minus 60 degrees Celsius. So this would be effective in particularly protecting our beloved soldiers and officers from the cold weather that they face in the hilly areas and in the Siachen Glacier regions. So do remember, Him Kavach is related to the a new type of apparel system that is introduced, the clothing system introduced for the defense personals in our armed forces and developed by DRDO. India set new record with 30 gigawatt green energy in 2024. So India achieved a record renewable energy capacity addition of 30 gigawatt in 2024, according to data from the Ministry of New and Renewable Energy. This marks a 113% increase from 13.75 gigawatt in 2023, highlighting the country's accelerating shift towards clean energy. The milestone is significant as India's target 500 gigawatt of renewable energy capacity by 2030. The exponential growth reflects India's commitment to reducing the carbon footprint and building a sustainable future, as it is one of the sustainable development goals also, and India is working efficiently towards it. And that is why we can see that recently 2024 the energy production that we achieved is 30 gigawatt, and the target we have is 500 gigawatt, and that would be achievable in by 2030. Smartphones to laptops, India's IT revolution. So Union Minister Ashwini Vaishnav inaugurated Sirma SGS Technologies Advanced Laptop Assembly Line in Chennai. This new facility symbolizes India's growing dominance in IT hardware production. The initiative expands India's success in mobile manufacturing to high-value electronics like laptops. With initiatives under the Production Linked Incentive (PLI 2.0), the scheme, India is taking significant steps towards becoming a global IT hardware hub. So do remember the smartphones to laptops, India's IT revolution. And for this purpose, the assembly line has been started. Advanced assembly line has been started in Chennai by the Union Minister Ashwini Vaishnav. 150 years of IMD. So we have just read that a new regional meteorological department was launched on this day, and that was in Jammu. And now let's read more about the the Indian Meteorological Department anniversary. So the Indian Meteorological Department, established in 1875, is one of the oldest scientific institutions in India. The IMD is dedicated to weather forecasting and disaster preparedness. As it marks the 150th anniversary on 15 January 2025. 15 January is also known as the Army Day. Remember that. The IMD continues to play a pivotal role in tracking weather patterns. So the department issues cyclone warnings, monitors earthquakes, and study atmospheric changes. So do remember, it is 150 years since the IMD was started, and it was started in 1875. And do remember one more thing here, that recently on this day, Dr. Jitendra Singh also inaugurated the regional meteorological department in Jammu. IUCN lists Western Ghats as key fresher biodiversity hotspot. So the Western Ghat in India has been identified as a key global hotspot for threatened freshwater species. This identification comes from the first ever multi-taxon global freshwater fauna assessment conducted by the IUCN, that is International Union for Conservation of Nature, Red List of Threatened Species. So basically, IUCN has listed the Western Ghat as the freshwater biodiversity hotspot. What is the meaning of hotspot? So you need also to understand that Western Ghat is basically also known as the biodiversity hotspot, not only in freshwater category, but also in the other type of flora and fauna also. So Western Ghat basically are the ghats that you can find on the western side of the Indian subcontinent. And you can find a Western Ghat starting from the Maharashtra. Then you can find them in Goa, in Karnataka on the western side, and in Kerala, and it will go till Tamil Nadu. And basically Western Ghats are the areas which particularly comes first in the connection or in the touch of the monsoon that strikes the Western Ghats on 1st of June, firstly in Kerala. And you can try directly understand that if the monsoon is striking first in Kerala, that is in Western Ghats, then most of the rainfall, the major part of the rainfall will occur in this place. And that is why it is very possible that a lot of fresh water they will get, and lot of freshwater species. This type of ecosystem will be very helpful for the freshwater species to develop and to grow or to evolve in these regions. So that is why now IUCN has listed Western Ghat as the key freshwater biodiversity hotspot. Hotspot basically means an area which is full of all the type of floras and faunas. So the study highlights that 1/4 of freshwater species worldwide face a high risk of extinction. The Western Ghat is one of the most critical regions for freshwater biodiversity conservation. So I have explained all the things that why it is basically the freshwater area. So try to remember that, and do remember that IUCN has listed Western Ghat as the key freshwater biodiversity hotspot. Shreyas Iyer appointed Punjab Kings captain ahead of IPL 2025 season. So I hope you remember last year he was the part of Kolkata Knight Riders, and now he has moved to Punjab Kings and has been appointed as the captain of the Punjab Kings for this year. So Shreyas Iyer has been appointed as the captain of Punjab Kings for the upcoming Indian Premier League 2025 season. The announcement was made during a special segment on reality television show, that is Bigg Boss. So you must have seen this show. So during a particular episode, the teammates of Punjab Kings visited, and this announcement was made. Iyer appeared on the show alongside teammates Yuzvendra Chahal and Shashank Singh. The appointment is expected to bring new leadership and strategy to the team. And as I was saying, he was the captain of Kolkata Knight Riders last year, and under his captaincy, Kolkata Knight Riders also lifted the IPL season of 2024, and now he is the part of the Punjab Kings for this year. National Youth Day, January 12th. So National Youth Day, also known as Rashtriya Yuva Divas, is celebrated annually on 12th of January to honor the birth anniversary of Mr. Swami Vivekanand. You must have heard about him. He was the person who represented the Hindu religion during the World Religious Conference in 1893 in Chicago, and he is famous for the mission that he started, famously known as Ram Krishna Mission. His teacher was Mr. Ramakrishna Paramhans. So Swami Vivekanand is recognized for his contributions to spiritual growth, national integration, and youth empowerment. The government of India declared his birthday as National Youth Day in 1984. The day encourages young people to follow his ideals and work towards a progressive, united, and self-reliant India. So do remember, National Youth Day falls on 12th of January every year. BCCI elects Devajit Saikia as the secretary and Bhatia as a treasurer. So Devajit Saikia has been elected as the secretary of the Board of Control for Cricket in India, that is BCCI. Prabh Tej Singh Bhatia has been elected as the treasurer of the BCCI. The contested elections were formalized during the BCCI's special general meeting on January 12, 2025. This development follows the resignation of Jay Shah and Ashish Selar from their respective roles. So we all know that Mr. Jay Shah has resigned as the BCCI chairman, and now he is particular secretary, or you can say, and now he is basically the chairman of ICC. And after his resignation, someone has to take the particular steps into the shoes that he left behind. So Mr. Devajit Saikia has been elected as the secretary of the BCCI. So do remember his name. And the treasurer is Mr. Prabtej Singh Bhatia. And that's it in this session. So I hope you have learned a lot of things through this session and gained great knowledge. I will meet you in the next session. Till then, bye bye. Take care, everyone, and see you soon.